The silence between us speaks louder than words. My mother's influence has shaped this distance. In the end, the ones closest to you are the ones who shape your decisions, even if it means cutting someone off. What we thought was love was just a shadow of control, and now the silence is a necessary escape. Sometimes the hardest decisions are the ones that protect us from the chaos others create. When love feels like a trap, sometimes stepping away is the only way to find peace. The path to healing often requires walking away from those who were once too close. I never wanted to hurt you, but some choices are made to protect the heart I have left. Love from a mother can be overwhelming, and sometimes it makes us push others away to regain ourselves. Sometimes protecting your peace means saying goodbye to the ones who can't understand your choices. The weight of my mother's opinion has become the heaviest burden I've carried, leading me to cut ties. In the silence, I found clarity, clarity that was clouded by too many outside voices, especially hers. The love I have for my mother is undeniable, but it's the love for myself that needed space. My decisions were never about you. They were about finding my own voice amidst the noise. When families' expectations become louder than your own desires, the heart begins to break. Sometimes it's the ones who love us most that unknowingly push us to a place of isolation. Cutting ties isn't a sign of weakness. It's the strength to say no to toxicity, no matter where it comes from. I stopped talking to you because I had to start talking to myself, and it felt like a betrayal to both of us. The weight of a mother's expectation can push you further from everything you thought you knew about love. In the end, I had to choose between keeping the peace and keeping my sanity. It wasn't you, it was everything else that made this distance feel necessary. My mother's love shaped my choices, even if those choices hurt more than they healed. You were never the problem, but sometimes we have to let go of what we love to save ourselves. When the love you thought was unconditional becomes the reason for your pain, distance becomes the only answer. I had to walk away not just from you, but from the voices telling me what love should be. There are times when stepping back from everyone, even those closest to you, becomes the only form of self-love. The hardest part about cutting ties was knowing that love, in any form, doesn't always make things easier. I stopped talking to you because I had to learn that my worth isn't defined by the love of others. The silence is my protest against the way love was being twisted into something suffocating. Sometimes the space we we need is from the ones who love us most, to reclaim the parts of us they unknowingly broke. It's not about the words left unsaid, it's about the feelings that grew louder than any conversation we could have had. My decisions are not your fault, but they are the consequence of years of internal conflict between love and self-preservation. I didn't leave because I stopped caring. I left because I cared too much to keep hurting. It's amazing how much we can love someone and yet still choose silence for the sake of our own soul. I stopped talking to you not because of anger, but because I needed a space to heal from all the things unsaid. My mother's love is the reason I chose to let go of something that was breaking me. Silence became my only answer when love was no longer enough to drown out the confusion inside me. I'm learning that sometimes cutting ties is the only way to reconnect with the person I was before the storm. There comes a point when love is no longer enough to shield you from the pain it's causing. I stopped talking to you because I had to stop listening to everyone except myself. It's painful, but walking away was the only way to hear my own heart again. The hardest part of walking away wasn't saying goodbye. It was realizing I needed to protect myself more than I needed approval. It feels like betrayal, but sometimes letting go is the purest form of love I can offer. I stopped talking to you because I had to choose peace over constant chaos. My silence isn't a punishment to you. It's a consequence of my own inner battle. I had to walk away to stop losing myself in the noise of too many people trying to control my life. The hurt wasn't from you, but from the outside world telling me what love should look like. In letting go, I'm choosing to honor the parts of me that got lost along the way. Sometimes it's not the people we love most that hurt us. It's the expectations that come with that love. I chose silence not as a punishment, but as a way to find the parts of me that were buried under too much influence. The space between us isn't filled with hate, but with a necessary distance to heal and grow.